Ever wondered what the life of a boy who was left alone in a young age, who has no one to talk to but Pigeon, and later, due to these pigeons, he became one of the most legendary and notorious boxing machine the world has ever seen? Yes, we are talking about none other than the Iron Mike Tyson.
Co-entraîneur, Mike Tyson!
Starting from the beef he had with one of his seniors who bullied him in his childhood to the GOAT of basketball, Michael Jordan, Mike's life is full of so many seesaw events, ranging from him trying to fight a gorilla to the death of the singer Tupac, in which Mike has the regret to this day. Yeah, the fight with the gorilla was serious, believe me. So let's dive into the events that happened in his lifetime, from a young boy to the famous boxer of this century. You know, Mike always hated bullies, even if you are a high school senior or if you are a 10 feet, 1,500 pound gorilla who has a nasty bite force of 13,000 pounds. FYI, it's double the bite force of a lion. Time was in the 80s, and a news spread that a gorilla in one of the zoos in New York has been a serious threat to other gorillas, trying to be the dominant one. And when this news reached Mike Tyson, he decided to teach the gorilla a lesson. He offered the zoo authorities a sum of $10,000 to fight the beast. As I said, Mike hated bullies. But unfortunately, the zoo authorities rejected the offer, and Mike has to settle down as that did not go well. I guess we will never know who would have been knocked out in the first round. And speaking of animals, did you know that Mike lost almost 200 grand just because he bought a beautiful pet on his own?
Lions are like dogs and stuff. They like hanging out with family, but tiger only hangs out with you.
Yeah, what you heard is true. This happened back in the time when Mike was in prison. You know, during that time, Mike Tyson was something else. He was all nutty and broke faces for those who were just smiling. Anyways, Mike was in jail when a sparking idea struck his head. He thought of buying a pet, but what pet should he buy? For a man like Mike Tyson, what can be a better? A dog, a cat? And after a great amount of thought, he came to a conclusion. Mike knew a guy who sold extreme animals, and from him, he bought 2 Royal Bengal tigers. Such a cute animal. They are not cute as you think. Trust me.
They may take a chunk at you, then 20 minutes later they may come and lick you.
But the fact was that it cost him about $70,000 US to buy these 2. But the crazy part of the incident was when a lady came to pet these beasts. When she visited Mike's house, she saw one of these tiger and thought they were cute and decided to pet them. Seriously, ma'am? And this is what happened.
Trainer knows the cat, so he's playing with the cat. And this drunk lady, she came out of her house thinking she could play with the cat because it's cute. So, oh, he's so cute.
By the way, when was the last time you thought a tiger was cute? Comment below. Anyways, the lady sued Mike for this case, to which she lost, but Mike gave her a ransom of $200,000, which was well deserved. Poor lady.
And she ripped her hand off. And she lost. She lost the case, but I gave her $200,000 anyway because she was fucked up. So I said, yeah, you could keep it.
But you can't say that things went fine for the next one. During this case, it was so close for him to go to jail. He tried to bribe a cop with the most expensive thing he could give, and the cop almost got his hand in it. Well, the event happened when Mike was with his ex-wife, Robin. Robin and Mike were having a great time in their car, and when she reached out Mike's pocket, she found a bunch of used condoms. Oh, you are screwed, mate. Mike was caught cheating, and this made Robin go crazy. She drove the car worth $200,000 violently and hit another car, and during the accident, the man inside the car lost his arm.
And she went in my pocket. I guess she had some condoms came out, and she was mad, so she got in the car, and then boom, she crashed the car into another car that was just parked there. Boom, and she hit somebody, and she hurt her arm.
And things did not end up nice here. Mike was scared and confused. The accident was serious, and the cop were almost there. And amidst the confusion, Mike decided to make the ace move. He tried to bribe the police officer, and the thing which he used to bribe, his very own Rolls Royce.
The cops were saying, hey, what happened here, right? And I was afraid that they were going to arrest me or arrest us. So I said, well, nothing happened, officer. Nothing. And it was the guy with a broken arm. I said, you know, sir, why don't you just take the car?
You know, owning the Rolls is a privilege for anyone during any time, even if you are a cop, even if you live paycheck by paycheck. Anyways, the officer accepted the offer wholeheartedly unaware of the dramatic future lying ahead of him.
They made him give away the car, right? They made him.
So I went back to my office and I said, give me my fucking car back. I went to the
Really?
Yeah, he got fired.
Oh my God.
He probably hearing this night, I'm gonna get that bastard Tyson.
So you gave it.
I feel real pity for the officer. And guys, if you ever think of buying a bribe, think again. Remember this cop. Don't do it. There is one event in his life which he regrets forever: the death of Tupac. Tupac and Mike were real buddies. They do hang out often, hear music, and party together, and Tupac even visited Mike when he was in jail. Well, that's what every friend would do, but things turned into great tragedy on September 7th, 1996. Mike was fighting Bruce Seldon in Las Vegas, and obviously he won the fight. And to celebrate the victory, Mike called in Tupac to hang out with him in Club 662. But ironically, Tupac was assassinated on his way to the club. Mike says that he still has regret till this day, as he thinks himself that he was the reason Tupac got killed.
You heard the bad news about Tupac.
I feel a little guilty, but him coming to the fight, me pressuring him for the, hey, bring the tape, don't forget the tape, you know?
Yeah, you can see it in his position too, like death of a celebrity friend just because he called for a hangout. We understand Mike, but did you know that Mike has another regret in his mind? But this time not because he got someone killed, but because he wanted someone beaten up. That too, a celebrity. Yes, we are talking about none other than Michael Jordan. But before I go any further, if you stayed till now and liked our video, why not press the red icon or black icon and see the magic that happens? Just kidding, just hit the subscribe button, that what I meant. In 1998, Mike Tyson was at a restaurant celebrating one of his friend's birthday, and things were going really smooth until the 6'6's heighted goat of basketball entered the hall, Michael Jordan. Michelle has used to date Mike's ex-wife, and when he saw him, Mike thought that Jordan would be trying to throw upon his luck again. This was enough for Mike to spoil the party. When seeing him, Mike stood up, went to him and said, "Hey man, you think I'm stupid? I know you fucked with my bitch. I'm gonna bust this dude's ass."
You bitch, come on, you bitch! You scared coward! You got man enough to fuck with me!
He tried to grill the goat to a lamp steak. However, Mike's team quickly intervened and diluted the matter, and fortunately, nobody was hurt. Well, when was the last time you shook hands with your girlfriend's ex-boyfriend? Until now, we all have seen the side of Mike, which is arrogant, angry, confused, but did you know that the world champion has a gentle and kind heart which is not seen or discussed on the outside? As said earlier, Mike had a great love towards pigeons. Well, they were his earlier buddies. And Mike has about a 1,000 variety of pigeons which he is taking care of in his house. He even knows different variety of pigeons, how to take care of them, and even build a mansion for them. But the crazy fact which I'm going to say will blow your mind. Mike spends about $5 million per year just for his pigeons' expense. What a guy. But do not think his love is shrink just between pigeons, because once Mike saved a complete stranger's life in a critical stage when nobody stood up for him, it happened in 2014 when Mike was in Las Vegas. He was driving through the freeway casually when he saw an accident. A taxi hit a motorcycle and he was flying in the air. Without hesitating even for a second, Mike exited from his car and ran towards the motorcyclist, yelling at everyone gathered around him saying, "Do not touch him." Mike took care of him and admitted him in the hospital. Later on, the doctor who treated him said that if Mike didn't make the action on time, the man would have lost his life.
He's my hero, in all honesty. Words can't express how much appreciation I have for him. It's truly awesome, because I'm sitting there, I'm at the mercy of the world, and I got Mike Tyson sitting there making sure that the world didn't come and kick me while I'm down.
In June 11th, 2005, Mike was fighting Irish star Kevin McBride, and this fight was not an ordinary fight for him. Mike was fighting for money during this time as he had to pay of his debts, and considering his age of 38, it was too much for him. But surprisingly, in the first 5 rounds, Mike clearly dominated the fight with Kevin until things started melt away from his hands after the next round. Mike became very exhausted and felt his hands and body not able to move with the speed of that of his mind. While sitting at the corner ring, Mike slowly realized that something is fading inside him. He is not the young Mike Tyson anymore. Well, this realization hit him hard. Going into the 7th round, Mike, who was gassed out, made everyone in the boxing world shocked with his decision, quitting in the middle of the match.
Start with you. Did you want to continue?
Well, I would like to continue, but I saw that I was getting beat on. I realized I don't think I have it anymore, because I got the ability to stay in shape, but I don't got the fighting guts, I don't think, anymore.
I think we all will be genuine honored to live in an era where we witness the greatest boxing legend of all time, and hats off Mike for your wonderful contribution to the boxing world and bringing the art of fighting to another level, and we are all excited for your comeback. And if you guys want to know how Mike is preparing for the fight, click on the video above.